Ladies, you'll be shocked to hear this, but did you know that 70% of women of all ages rarely or never reach an orgasm? While on the other hand, 75% of men reach an orgasm every time. When men are unable to achieve their full sexual pleasure, they're diagnosed with erectile dysfunction. And there are 26 FDA-approved treatments to help them. But how many are available to women? 0. That's because for centuries, we've assumed that it's normal for women to have a harder time achieving an orgasm than men, and we've just accepted it. However, it has now been discovered that it should be just as easy for women to climax as it is for men. And today, shocking research has revealed that female orgasm dysfunction is an actual condition caused by a misalignment of the female anatomy due to our modern lifestyles, cutting off blood flow, sensation, and even causing hormonal imbalances. And now, thanks to this research, the 70% of us women no longer have to suffer in silence, because in the next few minutes, I will show you the discreet 30-second upper body technique that will restore your natural healthy alignment and help you achieve a female orgasm easier and faster than ever before. You're gonna love how easy it is to increase your libido, energy levels, and lust for life. And I'm so happy you're here, because this will change the outcome of female pleasure for women of all ages for years to come. Hi, I'm Alex Miller. I'm a fitness expert and women's pelvic health specialist from Vancouver, Canada, known best for helping women heal their bodies. My online programs have reached hundreds of thousands of women of all ages. Since 2012, I have taught close to 1 million students from around the world how to get fit and healthy while overcoming unique challenges that only women face. Helping women of all ages feel confident and better about themselves is what gets me out of bed every day. I have been featured at some of the most elite fitness studios in the world, and my wall-to-wall packed classes are attended weekly by leaders in the health industry, such as chiropractors, physical therapists, professional athletes, and some of the best known movie celebrities in the world. Over the years, you will find me featured in podcasts, magazines, and several large social media channels for the work I have done helping women.
So definitely one of the biggest improvements is my sex life. It's so great to be able to, achieve orgasm again, for sure. It's kind of made everything fresh and new in our relationship. I'm not so worried about, my problems and how it's going to affect my husband. It's kind of just made life a lot more exciting.
My confidence, she's back.
I'm more confident, and it's just helping me feel like a better person.
And intimacy with my husband is a lot more enjoyable. It's been pretty great.
I have to be honest with you. At first, I was a little embarrassed to open up and talk about the struggles I've had with intimacy and orgasms, because I know it might hurt my reputation with a lot of people watching. This is a very vulnerable topic for me, and I know it is for many others as well. Women are often too ashamed to even talk about this with their closest girlfriends. But now that I've discovered the truth about the root cause of female orgasm dysfunction and how easy it is to change, I know somebody has to finally shed light on this painful issue. And that's why I'm here today, to tell you you have nothing to be ashamed of. And there is hope, no matter where you are in your life or relationships. There is absolutely nothing wrong with you, and it's not your fault. We have to start putting ourselves first, and we have to stop feeling bad about it. I will never forget the most devastating time of my life when I almost lost my daughter and my mother. It all started when I was infected by a deadly virus that caused my unborn daughter to stop receiving oxygen. She was born prematurely, and she almost didn't survive the first few weeks. Terrified of losing my firstborn, I was also praying for my mother, who came close to dying while braving 6 months of toxic cancer treatments. Today, I am beyond thankful that they both did survive this terrible situation. Yet, we never expected the horrible after effects that both my mom and I experienced. If you have ever read books or searched the internet on how to increase sexual desire or on how to have an orgasm during intercourse, you will want to keep watching, because I'm about to open your mind to why you don't have a low libido and why there is nothing wrong with you. A study from NCBI showed that low sexual desire ranged from 26.7% among premenopausal women to 52.4% among menopausal women. And I'm about to blow your mind because almost every single one of these women are also suffering from the same underlying condition, and most are not even aware of it. We have been made to believe that it's normal for women to have a hard time reaching an orgasm, while men seem to easily climax almost every time without much work. However, I have now discovered that women should be able to have an orgasm just as easily as men, but there is something physiological blocking that natural ability. Women's lack of sex drive and inability to orgasm is tied to a much deeper syndrome, and it may also be causing your bladder to leak and making your belly bulge. A recent study from the Department of Urology, Botucatu School of Medicine in Brazil shows that 43% of women that suffer from urinary incontinence also suffer from sexual dysfunction. And cutting-edge research has recently shown that it's all connected, and up until now, women didn't have the information or the simple tools to fix it. So many of us suffered silently and blamed ourselves. And I personally feel discouraged and let down that nobody shared this information more publicly before today, because this issue affects so many of us. In fact, 70% of women of all ages rarely or never have an orgasm. But a recent National Health and Social Life survey shows that 75% of men reach an orgasm every time. I don't know about you, but that doesn't come as a surprise to me. Men who can't reach an orgasm or sustain an erection are rightfully diagnosed with the medical condition erectile dysfunction. This condition affects 20 to 30 million men in the United States alone, and the FDA has approved 26 various sexual enhancement treatments for this very reason. How many treatments have been approved for female orgasm dysfunction? Not even one. But keep watching, because there finally is hope. In this short presentation, I'm about to expose the one tight muscle in your upper body near the neck and shoulders that has been creating a blockage to your female pleasure centers, causing your vaginal area to lose sensitivity and function. In fact, once you unkink the hose and rejuvenate your female pleasure centers, you will experience a dramatically increased libido. Not only that, but most women report that they are able to easily achieve a vaginal orgasm, many of them for the very first time in their lives. And you might be surprised to learn that internal vaginal orgasms are 10 times stronger than external clitoral orgasms. But 81.6% of women have never had a vaginal orgasm or have needed external stimulation in order to get there. So if this is you, you are definitely not alone. Imagine having the same strong sensation internally in your entire vaginal canal that you have externally in the upper clitoral area during an orgasm. Your entire vagina is meant to have that much sensation, but we think it's isolated to the tiny upper clitoral area. No wonder so many women have a hard time achieving orgasm. It's like we're trying to bake a pie using only the pilot light instead of the whole oven. I'll even show you a variation of this discreet upper body technique that you can do during your day at work or even in the grocery store that tightens and tones the vaginal walls while shrinking your waistline, stopping urinary incontinence, and alleviating back pain. And the best part is, nobody will even know you're doing it. And it doesn't take longer than 30 seconds, and it will effectively and discreetly realign your body for healthy, natural pleasure levels. And I'm also going to reveal the 3 biggest mistakes most women are making to try to increase libido and achieve orgasm that actually have the opposite effect and do more damage to the female pleasure centers. If you're one of the millions of American women who lack desire for sex, I'm so sorry for what you've been going through. I understand how it impacts your relationship with your spouse, or maybe your ability to have a successful relationship altogether. In fact, an NCBI study showed women with low sexual desire were less likely to engage in sexual activity and way more likely to be dissatisfied with their sex life and relationship partner than women with normal desire. And that's why I'm here to help you. If you have ever struggled with intimacy, you'll want to keep watching right now because I'm about to expose the hidden syndrome that is destroying your pelvic area, causing vaginal dryness and low blood flow, cutting off your sexual health. This upper body alignment technique is also proven to stop bladder leakage whenever you laugh, cough, or sneeze. Female sexual dysfunction is common in women of all ages, and it can be easily stopped, but it can also start without warning. When I was younger, I was mortified when I once overheard my mom bragging to my aunt about how easy it was for her to have multiple orgasms with my dad. But at least I knew she and my dad were happy. Yet, something in her body changed after her cancer treatment, causing her libido to plummet. Now, me on the other hand, to be honest, my entire life, I had a hard time reaching an orgasm, and I wondered what was wrong with me. I would hear my girlfriends talking about their steamy nights with their boyfriends and how they couldn't wait for more. I wished I could be as carefree as they were. I blamed myself, thinking maybe I was just too stressed, uptight, or just not sexy enough. After the birth of my daughter, it made it even more impossible for me, and I lost my libido entirely. I had zero interest in sexual activity of any kind, including on my own or using vibrators. I questioned if my hormones were off. Or was it all the years of working? Was I in my masculine energy too often? Was I not feminine enough? Or maybe I was just too tired to have a sex drive. I avoided intimacy for so long that it almost cost my loving husband and I our relationship. We were holding on by a thread, and the only thing keeping us together was our new baby girl. I know how deeply this condition can change your life and impact your family too. Do you blame your lack of desire on the fact you never lost the baby weight? Or do you think it's because you're too tired at the end of the day now that you have kids? Or maybe when you do have sex, you're left feeling unsatisfied. Hang tight, because I'm about to uncover the real reason why you've lost your intimacy desire. It has nothing to do with having children, and this common condition may even be causing you to hold on to more belly fat. In fact, once you easily reverse this condition, it will not only reinvigorate your libido, it will improve your digestion, boost your metabolism, and let you drop the extra weight you've put on over the past few years. Many of our female health issues are all tied together. If you've ever faked it in the beginning of a relationship because you thought no man would ever want to be with you if he found out, yet found it harder and harder to muster up the energy to put on a show, there is nothing wrong with you, and it's not your fault. And you won't believe how amazing you will feel in your own skin once you realign your body for maximum health, vitality, and pleasure. Thanks to this discovery, I finally look forward to time in the bedroom with my husband at the end of a long day. Not only did I figure out how to climax with intercourse, I found a way to improve my blood flow and sensitivity. And for the first time in my life, I was able to easily and quickly experience the intense pleasure of a full vaginal orgasm from penetration alone. It was like nothing I had ever felt before. And my husband loves it too. He went from feeling rejected and lonely to finally feeling desired. This is nothing to be embarrassed about, and you are not alone. You deserve to feel satisfied just as much as your partner. I have heard from thousands of postpartum women that the sensation down there had become loose and sex was no longer pleasurable for them. This is completely normal after what a woman's body goes through during labor, and we should never feel ashamed for it. But it can be fixed, and it's easier than you think. In just a minute, I'll be sharing with you next how to enhance sensitivity while firming up a loosened vaginal canal. Also, I hear from many women who have gone to great lengths to try to ignite their sexual desire for their partner and eventually wondered if they were in the wrong relationship, despite the love they feel. But this just isn't the case. In fact, a study in Finland recently proved that masturbation and sexual exploration with different partners will not improve your ability to have an orgasm. That's because female orgasm dysfunction is caused by a condition buried deep in a group of tight muscles that cause misalignment and literally cut off the body's supply to the essential hormones and physical pleasure centers that trigger sexual desire. It is a scientific condition and has nothing to do with psychology or chemistry. And I don't know about you, But for years, I was led to believe that perhaps there was something wrong with me psychologically, like subconscious issues were blocking my ability to achieve real sexual intimacy. But I'm here to tell you that low libido and lack of orgasms are not your fault. They have nothing to do with your daddy issues, type A personality, or low self-esteem. It's a physical issue, and it's fast and easy to fix now that you'll know how. You are not too masculine. You do not need hormone therapy, and it is not all in your head. Women are even being driven to get painful injections right into their genitals to improve their sensitivity. If they only knew about this simple, at-home, upper body alignment technique, they wouldn't need that risky procedure with temporary results. Today, I'm grateful to have had the opportunity to coach thousands of women of all ages and all walks of life from around the world on how to improve their ability to have an orgasm and increase sexual desire. Imagine how good it will feel to actively want to participate in the bedroom, having the most pleasurable sex of your life. And you won't even need a sex toy of any kind. I'll also be debunking the 3 common myths society has told you to do to improve your sex life that are doing more harm than good. And I'll be revealing the real cause of your low libido and the easy fix you can do in just seconds. If you've been struggling with intimacy, you will want to keep watching right now because I'm about to expose the hidden cause that is killing your pelvic area, causing vaginal dryness and low blood flow. Not to mention crashing your hormones and leading to low energy, anxiety, and even moodiness. Did you know your inability to orgasm could also indicate that you have a muscular imbalance hidden in your abdominals? Women often struggle with bulging bellies that they blame on extra belly fat as they age. But for many, fat is not the problem at all. In fact, 60% of women have a hidden abdominal condition that is causing their bellies to pooch outward despite their best efforts to diet or exercise. And in just a minute, I'll show you a gentle stretch that can give you a flatter, toned tummy by stopping this #1 disorder hiding in the deepest layers of your body. It's causing your abdominal area to bulge, and it's lowering blood flow to your vagina. And I have to warn you, until you solve this defective imbalance, it can easily spiral into much more severe problems, such as bladder leakage, back pain, groin pain, hip pain, constipation, reduced vaginal sensation, painful sex, and vaginal heaviness, which may feel like there's a tampon inside, or pelvic organ prolapse, a distinct bulge at the vaginal opening. You'll love how you feel once you repair this muscular misalignment, restoring vitality to your essential female organs while giving you increased daily energy, a slimmer, taller physique, and a newfound confidence in your loving relationship. Not to mention how great you will feel when you notice that your tight, achy back muscles release and relax. First, let's cover the 3 common myths society is telling you around female orgasms that have been doing more damage than good. Myth number 1. It's psychological. You have to change your mentality around sex in order to have an orgasm. Women often blame themselves because anxiety, depression, or stress can all be factors contributing to a low libido. So, what is the resolution? Start meditating daily, get 8 hours of sleep, and get rid of anything in your life that causes stress or anxiety. Change your lifestyle. Change your diet. Stop drinking wine with dinner. Yeah, right. That advice is just too impractical for most of us, and it's completely unnecessary. We shouldn't have to jump through hoops to have a properly functioning sex drive. It's our natural right. I'll show you an easier way to have an increased libido and achieve an orgasm, and all it takes is 30 seconds using a simple upper body alignment technique I'll be showing you next. Myth number 2. It's your hormones, and we're all getting old. The older you get, the harder it becomes, especially after having kids and there's damage down below. Menopause, pregnancy, and breastfeeding can reduce the sensation in your vagina. We are all getting older, and hormone changes are inevitable. Many women are so desperate to feel young and sexy again that they turn to hormone therapy, only to have to stop immediately because the medications caused burning in their genital area, weight gain, and intense mood swings. Instead of turning to pills and medications, why not try balancing the hormones naturally with my easy 3-step movement series? Pelvic floor exercise is the single most effective repairing and anti-aging agent that exists on the planet. Right away, everyone thinks of kegels. But did you know that so-called strengthening trick can be extremely unsafe and cause decreased vaginal sensation? So many women think that their pelvic floor is loose, weak, stretched out. However, most of the time, their pelvic floor is so tight that it actually has become weak. Picture a rubber band at rest. It's pliable, can stretch, and then go back to its normal tension. It is functional and works very well. This rubber band represents our pelvic floor muscles. However, if the rubber band is chronically tight, overworked, and stretched, it becomes weak. It no longer has room to stretch or work. Instead, it will break due to its constantly tense state. Same thing goes for our pelvic floor muscles when they're overworked and tight. However, not everyone is the same. So I'm going to show you a really easy test you can do that takes just 2 minutes to determine if your pelvic muscles are tight or loose. Based on that, if they're tight, I'm going to tell you to toss those kegels to the curb, and I will show you how to release your tight muscles. If your pelvic muscles are loose, I'm going to show you how to do the right kind of kegels that will actually get you real benefits, rather than wasting your time on all the squeeze and release you've been doing without seeing any results. When doing kegels right, most women get results after a week or so. When not seeing any results, it might be that the kegels aren't performed correctly, or that different, new, and more effective stretches should be tried. More on that next. Myth number 3. Maybe your relationship is not enough of a turn-on. We often blame a lack of connection with your partner, unresolved conflicts or fights, poor communication of sexual needs or preferences, trust issues, stress, and being tired. It is extremely common for a relationship to change over our lifetime. I've experienced it myself, and I know firsthand how it can negatively affect your sex life. It's natural to feel frustrated or sad if you are unable to be as sexy and romantic as you want, or you used to be. What if I told you there is an easy way to improve your libido and orgasms with easy and effective stretches, and all you need is a door frame? If you have ever fallen for these societal myths, stop right now because there is absolutely nothing wrong with your psychology, hormones, or relationship. I can show you how to easily improve your libido with this simple upper body alignment technique. If you choose to change your entire lifestyle and diet, or decide to take toxic medications, they will be a big waste of time and money because until you unkink the blockage in your body, you won't see any improvement anyway. A healthy libido is an arm's distance away. Don't let it slip any further. You'll be forced into long hours at the gym doing back-breaking crunches and miles on the treadmill to try to increase your energy for sex and improve your body confidence. You'll spend days meditating and eating small portions at dinner time. If only you knew about the simple and effective 3-step movement sequence that doesn't take longer than 3 minutes. It increases your sex drive, rejuvenates your vagina, improves your blood flow down below, while making you feel sexy and confident. It gives you orgasms you can start enjoying tonight. In fact, I was amazed by how fast my relationship improved once I figured out this 3-step method. You're also not going to believe when I show you how to release the one tight muscle in your upper body that I guarantee you have not thought of that is cutting off your female pleasure center, causing your vaginal muscles to hibernate and your libido to possibly die altogether. After months and months of avoiding my sweet husband, I finally hit rock bottom. Having a baby is hard enough on a relationship, but keeping a sex life alive after was dreadful. I always chose going to bed early over a night of late sex. We stopped communicating. Was I going to be a single mother this early on? I opened my books again. I began diving into research and dedicated all of my time to reading research studies and personal stories from people all around the world. I was desperate to find a solution, and I knew our relationship couldn't continue on this way. One night, when I just couldn't sleep, I found an obscure article from a physical therapist who studied at Charles University School of Medicine in Prague in 1952. I started looking into his unconventional studies, and I was shocked at what I discovered. While most doctors were only trained to look at the sexual organs and hormone levels, this genius of a physical therapist was smart enough to look at the surrounding muscles. This is when he discovered a shockingly common female condition called Layer syndrome. Layer syndrome is an imbalance of the muscles in the body, especially in the core area. And it is caused by a tight muscle located around the neck and shoulders that pulls everything out of whack. This muscular syndrome causes the vaginal muscles to hibernate, in addition to a slew of other problems like back pain, fatigue, urinary incontinence, and a protruding belly area. Let me explain the simple science behind this. Your core is an abdominal canister because it contains its own pressure system. On the top, you have your breathing muscles, known as your diaphragm. On the sides, you have your abdominal wall. And the bottom is your vaginal muscles and pelvic floor. It's crucial for all parts to be functioning for optimal strength. The pelvic floor is a woven basket of muscles that hold your bladder, uterus, and bowels. Your vaginal muscles are a part of your pelvic floor. The pelvic floor relaxes to allow us to urinate or have a bowel movement. It contracts to stop the flow of urine, tightens the vaginal opening, or prevents us from passing stool or gas. These muscles also create the rhythmic contraction of an orgasm and help us have sensations in our female pleasure organs. But when these muscles are not functioning correctly, they make it impossible to achieve the levels of sensitivity and contraction necessary for an orgasm. So, what is an orgasm? And what do the vaginal muscles really have to do with orgasms? During sex, before an orgasm occurs, your vaginal muscles become tense, drawing a healthy amount of blood to your pelvic area. Once the orgasm occurs, the muscles relax. It is important to have properly functioning vaginal muscles that can fully relax and contract easily for ease and the ability to orgasm. The stronger your vaginal muscles are, the stronger your orgasms will be. But bottom line, when your body is out of alignment, your vaginal muscles stop working properly. And that's why it's so important to start using my most popular upper body alignment technique that is going to promote healthy alignment and cure any chronic layer syndrome you may be suffering from. You're going to be surprised how easy it is to do, and it only takes seconds. But this is even more important than you think. It isn't just about achieving better orgasms and skyrocketing your libido. This has serious health implications as well. Layer syndrome is important to correct because it is extremely dangerous and can cause serious side effects like chronic back pain, urinary incontinence, pelvic pain, and pelvic organ prolapse, which is basically your organs descending down into your vagina. The inability to have an orgasm, a low libido, or a belly pooch are just 3 signs from your body warning you of this muscle imbalance. In fact, layer syndrome can be hidden in 4 different forms of orgasm dysfunction. Primary anorgasmia, a condition in which you've never had an orgasm. Secondary anorgasmia, difficulty reaching an orgasm even though you've had one before. Situational anorgasmia, the most common type of orgasmic dysfunction. It occurs when you can only orgasm during specific situations, such as during oral sex or masturbation. General anorgasmia, an inability to reach an orgasm under any circumstances, even when you're highly aroused and sexual stimulation is sufficient. All 4 of these orgasm deficiency forms can be fixed by healing layer syndrome, bringing your female pleasure epicenter back into correct alignment. You don't have to live with the fear of ending up single and alone due to a low libido. Today, you are joining the hundreds of thousands of women who have discovered how easy it is to fix their vaginal muscles without draining the romance out of their relationships. Now, if you happen to also struggle with the lower belly pooch area that is so common as we age, you will also be interested to learn that this condition has little to do with fat and metabolism and could likely be caused by a condition called diastasis recti, the separation of your abdominal muscles. Diastasis means separation, and recti is your middle abdominal muscles, called your rectus abdominis. Your linea alba, the tissues between your abdominals, become thin and stretched out during pregnancy and can create either a dome or gap on your belly. Oftentimes after pregnancy, the muscles don't fully heal back together, whether it's at the top, the bottom, or even the entire thing. In fact, 60% of women suffer from this post-pregnancy. And the reason your diastasis recti won't heal back together is because you have layer syndrome in your abdominal canister. This is commonly due to childbirth and the pressure of the baby on your pelvic floor, even if you had a C-section, which prevents the healing process from taking place. It can also be due to excess weight and a larger abdomen. Your pelvic floor, abdominal wall, and breathing muscles are no longer functioning together, which creates weakness and misalignment in the body. I work with women all the time that are punishing themselves with restrictive diets and overdoing it with crunches to tone and flatten their bellies while never seeing any results. Little do they know, they have layer syndrome, which is only going to make their bellies bulge even more until they fix this imbalance. However, you'll be shocked how easy it is to heal layer syndrome. And it can be done naturally without painful and risky surgeries that have high chances of failing anyway. And I'll be sharing with you next how to release the one tight muscle around your neck and shoulders that is causing layer syndrome in your core, making it harder for you to have an orgasm, killing your libido, and causing other ill effects on your health. You'll be amazed how one gentle stretch can not only improve your libido, but also give you back the flat, toned tummy you thought was a thing of the past. After that day, I started a 3-step movement sequence that completely healed my layer syndrome, which strengthened my pelvic floor, causing me to feel aroused easier while increasing my vaginal blood flow. I even tried it on my mom, and not only did it heal her diastasis recti, leaving her with a firm and flat tummy, but she can finally get in the mood again. Once you try it out for yourself, you'll be thrilled that you can finally stop spinning your wheels, faking orgasms, or forcing yourself to have sex when you really don't want to. I know this can all be really overwhelming, but if you've ever experienced a low libido or had a hard time reaching an orgasm, you know exactly how frustrating this can be, and that's why I'm here to help you. You're going to love feeling confident in the bedroom, and you're actually going to be interested in making love with your partner again. By simply doing a variation of this simple stretch every evening before bed, not only can you heal your shoulder pain, but it will leave you with beautiful posture to create natural deep breathing patterns, to repair your low libido and ability to orgasm. Here's what this easy protocol is going to do for you. On day 1, your chest will feel more open and your posture will slightly improve. But the cool thing is, after a few days, all of a sudden, you'll start to feel aroused again. Your libido will pick back up and your diastasis recti will heal back together. I will show you several variations of this stretch, including one for bed, one for in the privacy of your own bathroom, one for during the day at your desk, and even one for really flexible people. If you have a shoulder injury, I even have a special modification that will work really well for you and can actually heal your injury and stop any nerve pain you may have. And this isn't just about the physical changes. You'll love the ease and peace of mind this will give you. I've personally stopped taking my anxiety medication because I can breathe easier and my worried nerves have gone away. I've also dropped the 10 pounds I put on over the past year because I didn't have the motivation to step foot into the gym. I'm eating healthier because I'm in a better mindset, and I can look in the mirror and feel good about myself again. It felt like my mom was finally lighting up the room again with her laughter. She was given a second chance at life. She was a new woman. She had been restricting her diet and doing a million crunches for years, all without any results. And finally, after 4 short weeks of doing the 3-step movement sequence, she has lost 15 pounds and did this without any diet or long hours in the gym. She is way more confident because her vaginal walls are toned, and it melts my heart the way my dad looks at my mom now. It's obvious when they flirt with each other that they have their intimacy back. I started to share the secret method with my clients, and it was to no surprise, they all experienced the same outcome. It was incredible. In fact, not only did the program strengthen their pelvic floors for better intimacy and flatten their bellies, but they also shared with me that their bladder leakage had gone away, their chronic lower back and pelvic pain was gone, they no longer suffer from pulling or bulging at the vaginal opening, and they were sleeping better because of it. The word began to spread like wildfire. I was changing lives and relationships left, right, and center. As women started to appear in my life suffering from the same ailments, It made me think about how many are still walking around disinterested in sex and too embarrassed to talk about it. Many of these women are under the impression that they aren't fixable, or it has been ingrained in them over the years that their hormones are out of balance, or there is something psychologically wrong with them. I want you to know that it is possible to fix your body. What you're going through is something many other women have experienced before and found success by unlocking their layer syndrome. I made it my life's mission to positively impact and educate women on how it is possible to turn your health around and feel like you again. My goal is to help you regain sensation down below while increasing your libido. Imagine how good it will feel when you and your spouse leave the party early to have a romantic evening. Imagine how fulfilled you'll feel in your relationship because your partner can actually pleasure you. However, I didn't have the resources to pay for big manufacturers or costly advertisers. That's when a couple friends of mine suggested that I should create an online program. Skipping ahead to a few months later, I am so excited to introduce to you Female Vitality Blueprint. This program is the gateway to the easiest and most intense orgasm you will ever experience. Female Vitality Blueprint puts love back in your life, reviving your libido, and improving your ability to orgasm. This is the only program out there that actually addresses the root cause of female orgasm dysfunction by repairing layer syndrome in your abdominal canister. All you need is the 30-second upper body alignment technique. I designed to efficiently heal your body without cutting into your valuable time. It's going to give you the secrets to vaginal rejuvenation and enhanced sensitivity. Female Vitality Blueprint lowers pain and reduces vaginal dryness, increases sexual interest, tightens and tones the vaginal walls, all while stopping bladder leakage. And that's not all, because Female Vitality Blueprint also gives you great posture, reduces your anxiety by showing you how to breathe properly, and improves your overall health and wellness. You're going to love the life-changing results from Female Vitality Blueprint. Here are a few experiences.
I'm not used to talking about my sexuality. Even saying that word is awkward. Women my age don't usually talk about it. But I thought that part of my life was dying or dead, that it was in the past, that was for young people. And that was hard for me to accept that. And it was hard to talk to my husband about it. But I guess I don't have to accept it. Your program, your techniques, they helped me embrace my ongoing sexuality and start feeling things. My libido's really high right now. And I'm enjoying my newfound pleasures.
I'm so grateful for Alex's program. Without it, I mean, I can't, words can't even describe my situation before. It was filled with a lot of stress and anxiety around just, sex with my husband and bladder issues and just pelvic pain. So it was just a whole slew of problems that I was having. And in such a short period of time with such a simple program, Alex has really helped me change my life. And I highly recommend it to anybody who has similar issues. And just know that, you're not alone and these are problems that can be solved.
I found Alex's program and decided to give it a shot, since there wasn't any risk if it doesn't work. After 6 weeks, I started seeing serious results. And within 2 months, well, let's just say I'm very happy with the results. I'm not broken. Sex feels like it's supposed to, and I found a whole new side to myself. My husband certainly doesn't mind. I can't believe I was living this way for so long when the solution was right there. I learned that the pelvic floor is so important for so many functions, and no one really talks about it. If you're having issues and you want to give it a try, I strongly suggest you do. You won't regret it.
A friend told me about Alex's pelvic floor program, and I was all for it. I was surprised at how straightforward it was and how easy it was to follow the program. I don't have that much time in a day being a mom of 2, and it just fit into my schedule. I started noticing an improvement about 3 or 4 weeks into the program. Now that I've been doing it for 3 months, honestly, it's fantastic. I no longer leak when I sneeze or cough or laugh, and I can even jump on the trampoline with my kids. I only use my period underwear now once a month instead of every day, and intimacy with my husband is a lot more enjoyable. It's been pretty great. I highly recommend Alex's pelvic floor program to anybody. Even if you have a strong pelvic floor and you just want to improve your intimacy, I seriously recommend it. Especially if you have children, you need this. Do it. Trust me, you won't regret it.
Female Vitality Blueprint is an informational video with easy to understand concepts that will reinvigorate your vaginal muscles and help you achieve orgasms easily. It is evidence-based and trusted by doctors, midwives, and personal trainers. In Chapter 1, you will learn how to do a proper Kegel to strengthen your weak vaginal canal. Stop wasting your time and get results quickly. Once we get you on track, you'll see results within a week, and the muscles you use to orgasm will get stronger. In Chapter 3, you will learn how to safely strengthen and repair your core to increase sensation and blood flow down below, all while flattening your belly. In Chapter 6, you'll learn the 3-step movement sequence you can do in your bathroom when getting ready in the morning that will tighten and tone your vagina, reduce vaginal dryness, and increase your sexual desire. Just imagine how good it will feel to go on a date with your partner knowing you both want to skip dessert so that you can get back to the bedroom. Or how it will feel in the department store dressing room when you're able to look in the mirror at your toned body and flat tummy and feel beautiful in your own skin again. You'll be able to go on long walks with the girls without lower back, groin, or hip pain. Just imagine what it will feel like to have a hot night in and how energized you will feel the next day knowing your relationship feels intimate and new again. You're going to feel strong, confident, and powerful in your own body so that you can finally feel like you. And because you've watched this video, I know you're invested in your health, and that's why I want to invest in you. You're going to receive 4 special bonus products that will enhance your results. Bonus number 1 is a Female Vitality Blueprint informational handbook. It is filled with all of the content from the video so that you can access the information at any time. In it, you will find written out steps on how to naturally heal layer syndrome, how to improve your vaginal sensitivity and blood flow, gentle movements to safely flatten your belly while correcting your diastasis recti, stretches for perfect posture, and a 3-step movement sequence. There is also a single-page diastasis recti improvement checklist so that you can track your progress throughout the program. Normally, this informational handbook and checklist sells for $27, but because I want you to feel beautiful again as quickly as possible, I will be giving it to you for free today. Bonus number 2 is my vaginal rejuvenation method. This is a 10-minute quick start video routine full of my favorite vaginal toning exercises. I found once my clients saw their incredible results from Female Vitality Blueprint, they wanted even more toning and firming exercises. This routine is jam-packed with diastasis-safe exercises that have been proven to improve the appearance of your vagina, heal diastasis recti, and flatten your waist. By following along, you will gain a slim figure and a strong pelvic floor even faster. Normally, this vaginal rejuvenation series sells for $17, but because I want you to experience the same slimming results my mom and I did, it is my gift to you. Bonus number 3 is a How to Have a Vaginal Orgasm handbook. This is phase 3 of the program. You have a new bike, but you need to learn how to ride it. Now that your vaginal muscles are ready, I'm going to teach you how to contract and release them during penetration in order to achieve intense levels of sensation in the entire vaginal canal. Imagine having the same sensation internally in your vagina that you have externally in the clitoral area during an orgasm. 81.6% of women have never had a vaginal orgasm or have needed external stimulation in order to get there. I'm going to show you how to have a penetration-only orgasm without any external stimulation. In fact, vaginal orgasms are 10 times stronger than clitoral orgasms. This increases the pleasure and sensation for both you and your partner. I can tell you from personal experience that my husband also noticed a huge improvement in sensation from sex from using this method. And I can promise neither of you have ever heard of this before. If you've never had a vaginal orgasm, or you're just sick and tired of using sex toys to manually stimulate yourself, this is for you. Even if you have had an orgasm in the past, I'm going to give you an entirely new way to do it that is going to give you more intense pleasure than anything you've ever experienced with way less work. Normally, this How to Have a Vaginal Orgasm handbook sells for $48, but because no woman should ever have to go through life without this method, it is my gift to you. Bonus number 4, Libido Hormone Enhancer. Change your brain chemistry for an increased libido with this 5-minute guided breathwork audio track. This breathing technique can be done at any time of the day or night to help stimulate the libido hormones in your body. You can even do it during sex. This technique normally sells for $37, but today only, it is yours for free. And right now, I have a big surprise for anyone that is watching today. Please let me introduce to you my good friend, Emily Lark.
Hi, I'm Emily Lark, and I'm known as America's leading healthy back expert, and I have been a huge fan of Alex's programs for years. Now, most of my life, I was embarrassed to admit that I had a pretty low sex drive, and my intimate experiences were, let's just say, less than exciting. This got worse and worse, especially after having kids, and it started to become a real problem in my marriage. I tried a lot of different things, and nothing ever worked. And I just figured, like most of us do, that it's just normal for women to have a harder time than men achieving climax. I don't know why I didn't question that earlier. Why should we settle for less? Now that I've tried Alex's program, I know that it's simply not true. Women really do deserve to have just as much intimate pleasure as men. Alex, I can't thank you enough. You've changed my life. And I'm so grateful that I want to give a special gift to you and to all the women out there who are watching and feeling as dissatisfied and maybe even as hopeless as I did. Now, I know that it's very common for women with misalignment issues to also suffer from back pain. So today, I'm going to give away my Back to Life 3-stretch pain-free program to anyone watching who decides to take that first step in reclaiming their body with Alex's life-changing program. My special Back to Life 3-stretch pain-free program has my 3 best at-home stretches to help relieve lower back pain and sciatica, middle and upper back pain, and even neck and shoulder pain. Yes, in just 3 easy stretches. This is a 3-sequence stretching system that I have developed over many, many years, and it has helped hundreds of thousands of people of all ages to get out of pain and get back to life. And the best part is that these 3 stretches can either be done right down on the floor, or you can even do them in your bed. So this makes it really easy for everyone. This step-by-step video program normally sells for $49, but today I'm giving it away for free. Alex has helped me so much that I'm just grateful to have the opportunity to give something back in return. So, as soon as you decide to claim your copy of the Female Vitality Blueprint, you're also going to get instant access to my Back to Life 3-stretch pain-free video, so you can get started today.
When I sat down with my agent to add up all the costs of the time it has taken to create Female Vitality Blueprint, he told me I should be charging $150 for the entire program. If you take into consideration all of my certifications and education, all of the time I've spent working hands-on with clients from around the world, not to mention the cost of graphic designers, an illustrator, photographers, videographers, video editors, and a recording studio, it made sense. But I left his office feeling like that wasn't right. I don't want to charge you that much and risk you and other women who need it to miss out because of the price. This is an epidemic so many women are facing, and I would never want the price of the program to be the reason women continue suffering. And that's why it feels like a no-brainer to mark the entire system down to $79. After factoring all the costs I've incurred, that's a great deal. This program isn't about making money. It's about empowering and supporting other women. That said, I still remember the frustration I felt when I couldn't have an orgasm. I'll never forget the look of embarrassment on my husband's face when he thought he couldn't please me. I don't want you to experience that anymore either. I want every woman in the world to experience the same life-changing results my mom and I did. So I decided to lower the price one more time. Scroll down to see your special limited time price below. For this low one-time price, you will receive a nationwide tested and proven to work program filled with information and movements that are easy to implement into your busy life. This program will change the way you look at intimacy, fitness, and health. And for less than half the price of couples therapy, you'll be able to take a stand today, preventing permanent damage, taking quality years of romance away from your relationship. Imagine the harm this could have on your physique by not healing your diastasis recti. This discounted price is your one-way ticket to flatten that pooch. This low limited time price is cheaper than one session with a personal trainer, and you can use it over and over again. And if you really need to justify the expense, skip going out for dinner once this week and it's paid for. For less than $2 a day over 1 month, you'll be investing in a program that you'll be able to enjoy for the rest of your life. In fact, I hope you share this information with your girlfriends as well. Once you click the button, you'll be on your way to a fast recovery, giving you many years of pleasure and intimacy. I'm so confident Female Vitality Blueprint will work for you, and that's why I'm willing to take on all of the risk out of my own pocket. I'm giving you a 60-day money-back guarantee. If you don't see results within the first 60 days, you can return the product at any time for any reason. Even if you don't like the pictures in the manual, you can return it by sending one quick email that won't take longer than 60 seconds. I will give you your money back right away, no questions asked. That's all. One simple step. You won't risk a thing, and you have so much to gain. No store is going to let you return all of the vibrators and creams you've used over the years that never solved your problems. And no injection specialist is ever going to give you a refund on the painful genital injections if they don't work for you. There is absolutely no reason that would stop us from refunding 100% of your money. With one click, you too can experience life in the fast lane with a high libido. There is zero risk and 100% reward. Just picture what your husband is going to think of you when he sees how toned your body is, and how excited he will be when you're no longer avoiding intimacy with him. Imagine how it will feel to finally go out together again, instead of worrying about the impact on your marriage from always staying behind. Picture the look on everyone's face when you walk into your yoga class, 20 pounds later, feeling sexy in your new tights. Once you click, picture what it will feel like to be able to fit into your pre-pregnancy clothes and not have to pick your outfits carefully in case another leak slips out when you're in public. For this low limited time price today, you're only one click away from living the life you deserve. Right now, you're at a crossroads between two very different options. Option 1, you don't buy the program. You and your husband have gone this long without romance. Why start now? It doesn't impact your life because no one aside from your partner is affected by your disinterest in sex. There are millions of women walking around unable to orgasm, thinking that it has something to do with their hormones or psychology, until one day they find out about the permanent physical damage they caused in their bodies by not repairing their layer syndrome. If you don't take measures to heal your layer syndrome, the muscles in your pelvic floor, abdominals, and the rest of your body become imbalanced, weak, and can no longer hold your spine and pelvis in place. Without the support of your spine and pelvis, you'll be left in crippling lower back pain, hip and groin pain, shooting nerves down your legs, and more. It can even disable you from walking or breathing on your own. The days when you couldn't have an orgasm or had a bit of a tummy pooch will seem so far away. You may even be forced to endure costly and painful and dangerous surgeries. How is your family going to feel as they wait outside the operating room for you? This trauma will change them forever. I'll never forget how I felt waiting for news about my mom as she went through all of her treatments. I care about you, and I don't want you to go through all these things. Option number 2, you purchase the program. All of a sudden, you won't have any problems reaching an orgasm, and you'll start to feel in the mood again. You won't have to settle for relationships kept at a distance because you're ashamed your partner will find out about your embarrassing health complications. You'll finally be confident enough to build deeper connections with your friends and family, and you'll finally be able to go to the swimming pool and feel great about yourself in your bathing suit. My mission in life is to empower women like you to live big lives full of confidence where you can accomplish your biggest dreams and goals. Female Vitality Blueprint is the set of keys you've been waiting for to set the rest of your life up for success. This program unlocks vaginal sensitivity and blood flow, heals diastasis recti, and improves your desire for sex. With one click, you will have everything you need to feel sexy and turned on. Take action now to save yourself from making the same mistakes my mom and I did when we hit rock bottom years back. The faster you get started, the sooner you can get that libido back, never worrying about a surface level relationship with your spouse again. You've proven to me by watching this video, you're dedicated to restoring your vagina for the best intimacy you will ever experience. And for such a low limited time price, you will receive quality information you'll use every day. If for any reason you're not happy with the program, you have 60 full days to return it. No questions asked, money back guarantee. If you don't act right now, I can promise you will end up with even less desire for sex, and it will become completely unattainable for you to have an orgasm. We learned the hard way. You have the chance to be free of this quickly and easily. I know you don't want to live in a life of fear, so click right now to experience the healthy and happy love life you've always dreamed of. And I value privacy and security above everything else, so I wanted to make sure your online order process is 100% secure. That's why I chose ClickBank. ClickBank is one of the world's top 100 retailers, and I chose them because they use the same encryption data as Amazon, the most secure software data out there. Once you click the button, the next page is going to pop up. It's going to ask you for some brief information. Once you enter it, there is a one-time payment, and you will never be billed again. Thank you so much for watching this video today. I really hope this information helps you. Click the button right now and join me and the thousands of women who are loving intimacy again, living their fullest lives. I'll see you on the other side. Frequently asked questions. I don't want anyone to see that I purchased this program. Will it be delivered discreetly? Yes, this program is intentionally delivered discreetly. No one will know except for you. What if I just don't have enough time in my day to do this program? Don't worry, I know how busy life can get. Whether you're a busy mom running a household or a working woman, this program was made to be quick and easy so that it blends seamlessly into your normal life. Will this program work for someone who is 60 plus? Yes, this program is specifically for women 30 plus. However, I found some of the best results are from women 60 plus. I have designed modifications and variations in the movements to customize the program for your specific needs. What if I'm not in good enough shape? This program is the most gentle movement program in the market with the most efficient results. If you find any of the movements are too much for you, there are plenty of non-intimidating modifications to build your strength from the ground up. Will this program work for someone who had children 15 plus years ago? Yes. In fact, the longer it has been since you had your children, the easier it will be to heal your Layer syndrome, improving your libido, and healing your diastasis recti. What if I've had a C-section? Will this program still work for me? Yes. In fact, many women experience the inability to orgasm if they've had a C-section due to the trauma done to your abdominals and the weight and pressure of carrying a baby. This is very common, and Female Vitality Blueprint will work just as well for you. What if I've never been pregnant or had a baby before? Will this program work for me? Although these ailments are more common in women after childbirth, I personally couldn't have an orgasm before having my daughter either. I see you. You're not alone. This program will help you the exact same way it has helped thousands of women without children. Is all of my credit card information secure and safe? Yes, your personal information is 100% protected because we use the same encryption data as Amazon, the most secured software data on the market. Will my credit card be billed more than once? No. Once you enter your credit card information, you'll be charged a one-time payment. You will never be charged again. What if this program doesn't work for me? If the program doesn't work for you, you have a 60-day money-back guarantee, no questions asked. All you have to do is send one quick email, and either myself or someone from my customer service team will refund your money right away. You're in good hands, and I'll be with you every step of the way. I've designed this with your health in mind. Please make sure to write in after and let me know about your amazing results. Click the button now, and I'll see you on the other side. Orgasms! Yay! You get an orgasm! You get an orgasm!